Hi everybody, today we're going to learn how to do the pinhole cast on, which is a fantastic cast on to do working in the round. Whether you're going to be working on, say, a pie shawl, because March is right around the corner, Pie Day is soon. If you want to make a Pie Day shawl, now would be a perfect time to start if you want to finish in time for Pie Day, or at least you'll have this in your toolbox come time to cast on. So you're going to need your yarn, of course, to cast on with, and you're going to need 2 knitting needles. I'm using double point needles. You most certainly don't have to start with double point needles, but that's what I'm working with today. Really, you're going to have 1 needle that's dominant, and the second is going to be your helper. So with that, we want the yarn end to be towards your left hand, and we're going to loop the yarn so that from the tail it travels clockwise and the working yarn ends up on top, and you make a circle. So then you can tension your yarn, but you need to hold your where the yarn crosses, so that you can hold your loop. Now with your right hand, you need your right needle, and then you're going to pass through where it crosses, and then of course yarn under your needle and just draw up that loop. Now you're going to bring the yarn under and around that, you'll bring your yarn over the needle, and holding that in the front, then you're going to slip that very first loop that you made over the top of the second loop and off the needle. First stitch made. Go ahead and tighten it up. I'm kind of loose here. You don't have to super tighten it. All right, so bringing our yarn back to the back of our work, we're going to again take our working needle, go under that or through the loop, bring your yarn back and pull that loop through, and then bring your yarn over that needle, and then with your helper needle here, you're going to slip that stitch over. So you'll be slipping the ones that go through the center loop. So go through the center loop, around the needle, and pull that loop up, around the needle with the yarn again completely, resting in the front, and then slip the loop that you picked up going through that starting loop and bring it over and off the needle. We have 3 stitches cast on. So for each stitch, you're going to be going around the needle twice. We'll do this 3 more times. So we're going to, with your yarn behind, go through that loop and draw up your first loop, and then around the needle. Not twice, it is literally just once, but it rests in the front at the bottom, as if you're gonna go to a purl stitch, I guess, and then drop that loop off and over. So through the center of our center loop, around your needle, pull it through, around your needle and resting in the front. Pull that loop over top and over the stitch. Bring the working yarn back to back of your work, through that big center loop, draw it up around the needle and resting in the front. Slip that first loop over, and now we have 6. So then you can pull that loop just a little firmer, and then you can knit and join seamlessly in the round. So we're going to go ahead and, knit. So because I'm only working with 2 needles right now, I'm going to, and they're both double points, I am going to slip these stitches back to the needle purlwise, just so that I can show you what it looks like, and I can continue knitting in the round. Okay, so now I'm going to slip these stitches back so that I have 3 and 3 on 2 needles, and then you'll get a little bit better visual of what this knitting that first round would look like. Happy knitting!